week's Hot Topics. And before we get into it, I got to introduce the panel. Welcome back, Bo. How you doing, man?
Glad to be back. What's up, world? Let's get it.
That's Bo 2.0 right there. Also, to the left of me, we got the young and talented Mr. Courtney Chappelle, man. How you feeling today?
I'm all right. I can't complain. All right, let's get it going.
Okay, and to the far left, we got the one that makes everything look so smooth, makes everything look so good, man. We got the professional, Mr. D. Stanfield. How you doing, sir?
Man, what's poppin'? Let's get this going.
Let's get it going, man. Hey,
shout out to Ice, man.
Shout out to Ice too, man. We miss you, fam.
Man, shout out to the little bro Amaya Caver too, man. He balling tonight. He been balling since he came back, man. Shout out to him too.
Okay.
Absolutely, balling in the G League. Shout
Absolutely.
Shout out to D Burst too, man.
I got D Burts. But we had the Super Bowl last weekend, guys.
We definitely did.
So, Tom Brady did it again. So I'm just going to start. Bo, I'm going to start with you right now, man. Shout out to Dalton Smith, too. What was your thoughts on the Super Bowl, and how did you see that game?
What's going on, Trust?
I was shocked. Like most folks, I picked Kansas City to win. I actually thought they was going to win convincingly. They didn't even score a touchdown. Like that's really just. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I said out of my own mouth after I seen Pat Mahomes for these last 2 years. Well, it was his third year actually playing. He was the best quarterback I ever seen talent-wise in my life. He didn't score a touchdown. And I know everybody getting Tom Brady the credit and all, which obviously he got 7 Super Bowl rings. They're going to say he the GOAT. But Tampa Bay defense won that game. I don't care what nobody say. They defense won that game. And with the weapons Kansas City had, and they didn't score no points. Let's sink in. They didn't score a touchdown. They had 9 points, field goals. It shocked me. I didn't think it was going to go down like that. Not at all.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't expect it to go down like that either, man. But, shout out to Ron Thomas. Shout out to everybody that's looking right now. We got to go over to Mr. Young and Talented. What was your thoughts on that Super Bowl?
Great game. Andy Reid is who I thought he was.
I knew he was going to say that.
Here we go,
Talk
man.
about Andy Reid.
I knew he was going to say that.
Andy, your compliments from Courtney have been short-lived and officiated.
Your reign at the top was short like leprechauns.
He is who we thought he was, I just realized he just happened to beat someone the year before. So I gave him props for beating a guy that's probably a bigger choke artist than him. But there it goes. There it goes again. It was a good game to me personally. Defense did what they had to do.
Hollywood.
I think I said it last week. Tampa just came out soft, man. That's the bottom line. I really didn't have much on this game. Kansas City came out soft. Excuse me. Yawn. Shout out to Dalton Smith. They just came out soft, man. That's pretty much how I feel about the game. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
They just came out soft. They be all right.
All right, but hold on. Let's. I'm not going to let you off that easy. Shout out Hollywood. Shout out my girl Angelique Fernandez. Look, we talked about Kansas City missing the tackles. Okay. Both of their starting tackles they didn't have.
Congratulations.
We had the situation with Andy Reid's son getting into an accident.
That ain't nobody problem on that field.
You literally saw
Except the head coach.
Right. You saw that coming.
Except the head coach.
You saw that coming.
Saw what coming?
What we saw Sunday night.
No, I didn't see that coming. No touchdowns. I saw them losing. I took Tom Brady. So I'm good. I took Tom. I told you don't bet on him.
Really, you took AB. Let's be honest.
Hey, AB got a touchdown, didn't he? When the ball came AB way, he caught it, didn't he? Big dog, AB, you got it.
Okay.
They can't stop you.
Everybody that scored for Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl was not on the team last year.
Wasn't on the team at the beginning of the season.
There was on Tom Brady and
Tom Brady, Gronk
Tom
was.
Brady,
yeah,
Gronk, okay.
Fournette and AB wasn't, but they weren't on the team last year. Everybody that scored, even the kicker.
They powered the offense, and the defense did their job.
Yeah.
Yeah, defense was nasty. Mr. Professional, man, talk to me. What was your thoughts on Sunday night?
Hold on. Before you say that, hold that thought. I just thought about something. Bo,
okay,
since we got Bo here. Now, they scored no touchdown, and you consider Tyreek Hill the best wide receiver in the game.
No. I got him
yes,
top five.
Yes, you did.
I got him top five.
And you said it on various occasions.
I said he's top five.
Best wide receiver.
I don't think you've ever said it on the
I don't think
you've never said it on the show, but you definitely said it in the chat.
You definitely said he was the best receiver in football.
No, I said
and I didn't see the best wide receiver in football.
I said top five.
I see top.
I said
five.
It was,
Yeah, he
so
tripping,
let me
man.
get.
He
It was
tripping,
Tyree.
man.
It was Tyree Hill fault. He didn't get no touchdown. Hold on, was it Tyree Hill fault? He didn't get no touchdown.
I didn't see that
Let me ask
special
you a
talent
question.
that we've
Let me ask you a
ever
question.
seen.
Name one cornerback in the NFL that can guard him 1-on-1.
Here we go again.
Name one.
Here we go again.
No, answer my
Here
question.
we go again.
Can any cornerback in the NFL guard him 1-on-1 without a safety help?
No.
Yes or
Can
no?
I ask you? No.
Okay. Then.
Can any cornerback 1-on-1 guard the best wide receiver in football without a safety?
Can any? Yeah.
Who?
Jalen Ramsey can't. Depends on who the receiver is. He can. He can't guard Tyreek Hill 1-on-1 without a safety because he gonna get killed. But was it his fault that they didn't score no touchdown?
It wasn't his fault that they didn't score more.
Pat,
It was
I
his
love
fault that
Pat.
they only
Pat
scored
was
9
running
points.
around all. They said Pat.
Oh, so you blaming Pat?
I'm
No,
not
Pat was
blaming
running for his
nobody.
life.
They said Pat
Oh
ran.
my
said,
God!
Listen,
I seen a lot of throws Pat made that were very good. I seen people drop the
They
football.
dropped
What's
the
up?
ball.
What happened to Travis Kelce? What tight end you talk about? What happened to him?
he had like 170
He had
yards.
what? He had a what? He had a couple drops too.
He did.
He had
He did.
Crisco on his gloves.
He did.
The
have
boy was
some
out there
drops.
scared.
I agree.
I ain't see all that
I ain't gonna
dancing.
say he was scared, but he had
He
some
wasn't
drops.
scared.
Crisco.
He had some drops. I ain't gonna say he's scared because he done proved himself before.
When?
The last
This
year
was
the
the
Super Bowl.
moment. No. This
You act like they went to the Super Bowl last year.
No.
They didn't prove themselves last
No.
Okay.
This was the moment. Gronk showed up.
Grunt was probably the best tight end ever.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And ain't this
Who
supposed
better
to
than
be?
him?
Shannon Sharp.
No, are you crazy?
Shannon Sharp not better than Gronk.
No.
No.
Shannon Sharp not even better than Tony Gonzalez.
I was gonna say Tony
Are
Gonzalez.
you sick?
Tony Gonzalez not better than Gronk.
He might be better than Gronk.
I think
better
Gronk
than
is the
Gronk
best
than
tight end
He
ever.
might be better. Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates might be better than Gronk.
Listen,
No. I think Gronk is the best tight end ever.
We
That's
don't
just my
win our
opinion.
first Super Bowl without Shannon Sharp.
I agree with you, but I think Gronk is the best tight end ever. That's just my opinion.
Hey, look, y'all go in the comments on that one, please. Like, who y'all think? Do y'all really think?
I think
Gronk is the best tight end ever?
I do.
Let's. I need some comments on that.
I got Tony G.
Yeah, I say Tony G on that one.
Dalton Smith said, I understand why they give Tom Brady the Super Bowl MVP, but honestly, I think Devin White should have been the Super Bowl MVP, but it is what it is. That's a legit argument. That ain't what we talking about right now, Dalton. But thank you for deferring us away from the whole bowl accountable
Hey, Tom
moment.
Brady get MVP because it wasn't like this.
First off, let me say something. For the people in our chat, in our group chat, I have Tyreek Hill a top 5 receiver.
He got him at 1.
No, I got Odell done. Y'all know I always had
Oh,
Odell
man.
1. Don't do that.
You have gone back and
man.
forth in the chat.
I think he's top 5, no doubt about it.
Okay. Andre
And I still think he's top 5.
Robinson said, hell no, he ain't number one.
Yeah, I know.
Tony
We
G.
know that. We know that.
Hold on, who you talking about?
Tony G.
He talking about Gronk is not number one.
Oh, I think he's on.
Hey, my girl Angel said it's too many goats, y'all.
Man, I'm just letting y'all know that boy.
He said
he had Tyreek Hill.
Andre said that Tony is number one and then Gronk is debatable. You could go back.
I
And
got
forth
Gronk
together.
number 1.
Gronk ain't number one.
I still think.
I still say Shannon over Gronk.
I still
But
think.
he says Tony is number 1 because of the numbers.
No. Because performance numbers, like he was dominant, bro.
Gronk wasn't?
Gronk was dominant. I'll give you that. But it was more the Tom to Gronk combo that's dominant. Like Tony Gonzalez has played with. He ain't get.
He don't have no Tom Brady. I mean, his best quarterback probably was Matt Ryan. Stop acting like Matt Ryan's not going to the Hall of Fame though.
All right, guys.
Because he is gonna get in.
We had enough fun talking about this
discouraging.
part. And I noticed none of y'all brought up the referees, so I gotta get the controversy going, man.
Don't blame the ref.
We gotta
I'm not
talk.
blaming
We gotta
the
talk about these refs.
Talk about him. What you want to talk about?
So you don't think that timely flags helped out in the beginning of this game?
Nope.
Not at all. Nobody. So
Nope.
you don't
This
see
is a
them 4
football
flags
game.
that got the 14 points.
Nope. This is a football game.
Y'all hear this?
One of them pass interference in that first half was some bullshit.
It wasn't. It was a
The
defensive
one
hold.
between
It was
Chris Godwin with the
right. It shouldn't have been a pass interference. It should
Because
have been
the ball was uncatchable.
It should have been a defensive hold though.
Yeah.
But that's 5 yards versus first down on the 1.
Yeah, the ball was
But that's
uncatchable.
about as close as you're gonna get
Nah,
to
Honey Badger had that interception, bro.
defensive holding.
That was come on.
Defensive holding.
That was.
I mean,
So that was the game?
You know what?
Was that the game?
So
How many people? You know what's crazy?
Hold on.
I'm
No.
sick
Let
of
me.
this
You asked me a
ref shit.
question. You asked me a question. I think it turned the momentum. I think it.
So the champions can't turn the momentum back?
They didn't. They did.
Well, who problem is that?
You saw Honey Badger exploding right before halftime. He was done. He was out of the game right there.
He wasn't out of the game.
He was done.
He was trying to get his teammates to get right.
I think the main part of the game. We even talked about this on the show earlier this season. You said it. You said Pat Mahomes, is he the best quarterback against the rush? He was running for his life the whole entire game.
They didn't rush.
In front four.
Exactly.
That's
They got
what
there.
I'm saying.
They would have
got
blitzed.
there.
Pat Mahomes
They
might have
got
ate
there,
him up.
They got there, and he ran for like a total of 500 yards without running.
So that's
He
the
just running in the
formula.
backfield.
You cannot blitz Pat Mahomes because he will tear
That's
you up.
that's
But
any-
if your front four can get to
That's
him,
any great quarterback. Even when we beat the Patriots.
Maybe he should have
That's
ran
any
a little
great-
bit more.
When the Giants beat the Patriots that year, if you can get pressure with the elite quarterbacks with your front four, you have a chance of winning.
Absolutely.
I don't care who you play against.
that's true.
Why is it that only the NFC seems to be able to beat him?
Who?
The NFC East. Why? Why are we the only ones that can beat him? Why are we the ones that don't cry about no refs?
You had straight
Just
handed
win.
Pierre Paul.
What? So who the Eagles have?
Fletcher Cox and Brandon.
Man, stop.
Fletcher Cox going to the Hall of Fame.
That's cool.
That's the,
They
he might
just be
only one
making
gonna
up stuff, man. Everybody want to cry about the refs instead of you're
No,
not
I'm
gonna
not
get the
blaming the
call
refs.
when you
They
play
just
Brady.
lost. They got-
That's
they-
like
they
playing
got beat.
Jordan, man. You're not getting the calls.
They got beat. I'm not blaming the rest. They got beat. It
They
is
got
what it is.
beat
They
bad.
got
They didn't
beat.
score a touchdown.
You're right. They got
dragged.
his worst loss since he been in the NFL.
It ain't hard
said
for
it.
Brady to beat up on.
He'll be back.
We got dragged.
He'll be back.
Brady
Kansas City
just
will be back
beat-
next year. Who gonna stop him?
Brady just beat up on Andy Reid.
Will he be back?
Kansas City?
No.
You don't think they'll be back next year?
Nope.
Who?
Next year?
Who? Name somebody. Please name somebody in the AFC. Hold on, I'll wait.
I mean, real talk, Josh.
Nah.
I'm just saying, Josh is there.
I don't think they
Josh,
got
Lamar there
If there's
too. Don't
Lamar,
act like Lamar not
Lamar,
there.
yo, you give Lamar 1 or 2 weapons, Lamar's
Nah,
there.
ain't nobody beating him. Not in the AFC. I don't see it.
Oh no, Lamar gets some
All
real
right,
weapons.
everybody,
They
this-
dead.
Lamar
Everybody,
get
this
real
is on
weapons.
wax.
They
This is on
Lamar
wax.
gets
Both
some real
said
weapons,
nobody's
they
beating
dead.
Pat Mahomes.
Unless
next year.
Lamar can come better passer, I don't see nobody beating Kansas City for stopping them from getting to the Super Bowl.
Man,
That's just me. That's just my opinion.
Don't worry
Let
about-
Aaron Rodgers might go get traded out there. Carson Wentz might go to the Colts. I mean,
What's that?
What
I
that
mean,
mean?
the Colts
if
made
he
the
lose
playoffs
to the
with
Colts,
Pittsburgh.
he big trash. He lose to the Colts.
Colts got a great defense.
Man, listen,
Carson Wentz not that guy.
Okay.
he ain't. Yeah, he
Ask Nick
definitely ain't
Foles.
that guy.
He not that guy.
I mean,
I don't see nobody else in the
Okay.
The AFC is not as scary as the NFC.
Now,
got
fellas, I tried to get the controversy going.
You can't
when I,
get
when I
not
met
with
up,
that.
when I brought up the refs, but nobody wanted to bite.
Nope.
So my next conversation, let's see if I can get the controversy going here. Okay. My question here: anybody familiar with Simone Biles?
I know who she is.
Okay, Simone Biles, greatest gymnast walking the planet right now.
okay.
Like, she's so great, they have 2 moves that are named after her.
Okay.
You know why those 2 moves are named after her?
You
Because she's
tell
the
me.
only one that can do them.
She's the only person in the world that can do those moves.
Wow.
So it's the Biles
Signature
and the
moves.
Biles too.
I got a move that nobody else can do.
Wow.
Pause.
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 That is crazy.
Pause.
I'm just saying.
So back to my story. I'm laying this out.
Please.
So the gymnastics organizations, I guess, that do the scoring, they decided to adjust the scoring on her 2 moves. They say they're weighted too heavy right now. So, like, they have like a letter scoring system. So they're saying instead of giving it like a H or a I, like an I or a J, they're going to bring it down to a H to make things more competitive because she's pretty much unbeatable right now. So everybody here on the panel is okay with Tom Brady getting certain calls because he the GOAT. You brought up Mike, you brought up Tom. Why is it that every now and then when you get these phenomenal athletes like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or something like that, they start changing the rules on them and start moving the goalposts? I'm going to start with you, Mr. Professional, on this one. How do you feel about them changing the rules for Simone Biles?
I don't care.
Why not?
Wow.
Because every
didn't
time
expect that.
every time in the past that we've agreed on this, Court. Every time in the past that major sports and entertainment has made changes in the rule book, the GOATs have never really complained about it. Bill Russell didn't complain. Michael Jordan didn't complain. Tiger Woods didn't complain when they made the changes to the PGA Tour. Lou
He
Alcindor,
didn't complain, but did Tiger win after that
he just got it. He just won the Masters.
last year?
Yeah. And that was as an elderly. That's double ARP.
He's definitely double ARP right now.
Lou Alcindor didn't complain. So they all took it as an opportunity. And then if you go into Simone Biles' own very comments, she's looking forward to the challenge. Now, I'm sure.
But that doesn't coincide with the argument that y'all just gave. Like, hey, it's Tom. He's the greatest. Hey, it's Jordan. He's the greatest. They going to get called.
These are two different situations. Tom Brady was the beneficiary of a rule change because his career could have been put in jeopardy.
Actually, 2 rule changes, but go ahead.
Okay.
Get it off your chest, brother.
The fact of the matter is, if you really that dude, when the rule change comes around, you take it as a compliment because I'm so good. You got to change the rules, and then you look at it as inspiration because now I get to show you that you still can't stop me. So, as far as I'm concerned, if the goats that we talking about that they made the rule changes about ain't complaining, what the fuck we complaining for?
Interesting perspective. Courtney, talk to me, man. What you think?
And hearing you explain it, it sounds kind of crazy. Like you're gonna lower my score to even it out because they can't be as good as me.
Can't nobody else in the world
And they named
do it.
some moves after her.
Right.
Right. So they can't do my moves, and they can't be as good as me of a weighted thing. So they're just gonna even it out to. Sprinkles are for winners, first of all. Sprinkles are for winners.
So Simone got her sprinkles, right?
Yeah. She's always had the sprinkles, but now it's even worse.
Round of applause for you, Simone Biles.
Actually, Simone, the way you should look at this is you should look at the rest of the peers around you who are trying to get there and let them know that sprinkles are for winners. And now a great teacher of mine named Karen Renault, they were lowering the test scores. Something about, I was a kid, it's elementary, but they were lowering the test scores or trying to lower the test scores for us to be able to pass. She looked at all of us and told us, never in your life will you allow somebody to lower their standards for you to be accepted. Whatever that standard is, you either reach it or go past that. And that's pretty much what they just did to the whole gymnastic world, was just lower their standards. Be like, look, I made it even for you guys. You can compete now, okay?
That's exactly what they did.
That's pretty much how you express that to me. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Nah, you're right.
That's a weird thing, but I mean, Simone, live in it, man. I appreciate I take the challenge. Now, if you guys still lose when my score is already lower, you really can't. You really can't even play with her like that. Now, on that level, Tom Brady, they changed rules to help you, but you've been beaten. They ain't never just, like, changed football around. Like, every score is a touchdown for the other team or something. It's a weird thing. I didn't know that's exactly what was going on. I didn't understand it when they said it, but that's dope. Shout out to her.
Yeah, all right, Bo, 2.0, talk to me, man. What's your thoughts on this?
I don't have much to say about this, but if you consider the GOAT, and
why you ain't got nothing to say about it? Because you want women to be in the kitchen. Shout out to my wife. Bo ain't allowed in my house.
He took a shot.
Oh gosh. No, let me stop.
Shout out to the FCC.
If you consider
they
the
won't
GOAT,
let you go.
And they changing the rules just for somebody can try to beat you and you still win.
Dope.
That just proved them wrong. Keep doing you, baby. You the best in the world. Do your thing.
It's a bomb ass recovery.
That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say, man.
All right, I like that. So we going to take the GOAT conversation.
Well, no. I mean, I would like to hear your take, Irv, because this is one of the points that we had.
I think it's weak sauce. I think why?
And make sure you go into your in-depth explanation the same way you did when we was talking about it privately. Fam.
I don't know if I'm gonna go that deep into it, but like Courtney said, sprinkles are for winners, and I feel like these whole we going to change the rules to make it even. It only happens to certain athletes, and that part I don't like. It's like they need to raise to the standards. Like if you couldn't stop Lou Alcindor from dunking, then you needed to figure out another way to win the game. I'm speechless on this one. It's crazy. I had a whole lot to say the other day, but I just don't like it. Like if she's the only person in the world that can do those moves, then that should be respected, and it should be respected with the proper points, not necessarily making adjustments to make it even. I think that's if I was competing against Simone, I wouldn't even feel good if I beat her after that, Like that wouldn't even be a satisfying victory. I would want to beat her at her best to feel like I actually accomplished something. It's like, all right, I'm going to go against Serena, but they've changed the rules so Serena can't do what she normally do. Like I can't feel good about that victory. So shout out to Simone Biles for just being a generationally changing athlete and just being so phenomenal. But I'm gonna go from a GOAT to somebody who has so much potential and so much promise and didn't necessarily live up to it. I'm gonna start with you, Bo, on this one. Your man Carson Wentz. Trades. Where you think he's going to end up since possibly that Chicago thing that didn't come through?
I do think he's going to probably end up in Chicago. They got the best offer. They offering the first round pick. No other team is offering the first round pick.
We're stupid.
The Colts, I said something today. The Colts offered 2 second round picks. Me personally, I don't want to see him in the NFC. If we once we do trade him, I want him to go to the AFC because I really feel like he's going to come back to hunt us. I really do.
You still believe in Carson Wentz?
I think he just need to change the scenery. I do think he still is a good quarterback in this league. I do. So I think he need to change the scenery. Obviously, Doug gone. He don't want to be there no more. Trade him. I mean, I like Jalen Hurts. Trade him. Now, I don't see why we get Nick Foles back without Doug Peterson. I told y'all what Nick Foles is without Doug. He's a below-average quarterback without Doug Peterson or Chip Kelly. It is what it is. But I'm ready for him to get traded. I don't know what's taking us so long. It's time to trade him. Trade him. They offer you a first-round pick. You get Nick Foles, and you're supposed to get Tariq Cohen or something, which I don't think we need him. Trade him. What you waiting on? I'm ready for him to go.
Look how the tide has turned, Carson.
Courtney, I know you've been waiting for this.
Look at what happens, Carson.
Go on.
Look at it. Look, where's the love, Bo? Where's the love? They are ready to get you gone. You hear me? Chicago, Indianapolis. I warned you about this. This is an amazing thing. I don't care where Carson Wentz goes. As long as he is traded off of that team, and I look at and Nick Foles coming back, not the trope. The man with the statue is back in the building
to be a backup.
now him, Wentz and Goff got paid early. Do you think them getting paid too early, like
racism?
No, I wasn't even taking it there. I wasn't even going there. I'm just talking about did it stunt their growth because they got paid and then they didn't progress after that.
Shut up. The views of Fresh Perspective are not reflected in the comments.
You don't feel like neither one of them? You feel like they both failed?
Yes, both of these guys is on a trading block.
I mean, I know, but you feel like they failed, and they been in the league 4 years. Right. But both of that teams went to the Super Bowl because of them. They both played the fact that their team
Carson Wentz. Philly did not go to the Super Bowl because of Carson.
He helped them get to the Super Bowl. He didn't play in the playoffs.
Helped in the form like Jeremy Shockey helped the Giants?
No, he got them the best record.
He helped them to get to the playoffs.
That doesn't matter.
He didn't help them get to the Super Bowl. He helped them get to the playoffs.
He helped them get a first-round bye.
Without that first-round bye, we don't make the Super Bowl. Am I right or wrong?
We don't know that.
I know that. I know my team.
We know
we're not making the Super Bowl.
We
know not making the Super Bowl.
What we do know is without Carson Wentz, they still went to the Super Bowl.
They did.
And they won.
When Nick Foles
and they beat the GOAT
if
clearly.
Nick Foles would have been there the whole year,
quarterback you ever seen in your life lost to that man that Nick Foles beat.
If Nick Foles would have been our quarterback for the entire season, would we make the Super Bowl?
No,
we don't know.
Thank you.
I don't know.
You do know.
I don't know.
My sister-in-law is a diehard Eagles fan. Shout out
Sorry for her.
She said Carson Wentz was not doing anything for my team. Go Eagles. She like get him out.
He's never done anything for your team.
Like get him out of here.
He's never done anything for your team.
That's false.
He never did anything
for
your
false.
team.
He gave us hope.
He gave them hopes and dreams. That's all he did.
He built everybody.
Nick Foles gave you dreams and nightmares. He gave you hopes and dreams.
Without
Foles gave you
I like how you did that. That was dope.
We don't make the
playoffs. Please pay attention to the wordplay, Philly.
That was dope.
Philly, please pay attention to the wordplay.
See, Philly is not about hopes and dreams. It's about dreams and nightmares.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Shout out to Beanie Siegel.
Carson Wentz and Meek Mills help us get to the Super Bowl.
Shout out. No, Carson Wentz didn't do shit.
Oh, he did.
Clearly, all his old teammates told you he didn't do shit.
So without him, we don't go to the Super Bowl.
What?
Without him, we don't make the Super Bowl.
Man.
We needed him and Nick Foles. I don't know how many times I got to keep saying this. Without him and Nick Foles, we needed both of them. We are not in a Super Bowl. We don't have no ring.
Well, with him, y'all did
For the
nothing.
first time,
You right, bro.
For the first time that
Shut
I've been,
up.
for the first time I've been on the
Hollywood.
Hollywood says
Bo don't know.
Bo
I
is
appreciate Hollywood.
Right.
Yo,
Miss
Hollywood,
Here we go.
yo, man,
It's
take a
facts,
drink.
man.
Have you lost your
No.
mind, Hollywood?
Yes,
It's
yes.
facts.
He's a fucking Cowboy fan. What do you expect? Duh.
It's
Look,
facts,
I
man.
protected you when I said racism, huh? That should be paid. You idiots. I hope y'all get Carson Wentz. That's what I hope. I hope you idiots get Carson Wentz.
All I know is Nick Foles only had to play
Losers.
2 games to get us to the Super Bowl. He only had to play 2 games to get us to the Super Bowl.
Who, Nick Foles?
Yes, and that was because the Carson Wentz already had the first round locked up.
Did he win the 2 games?
Yeah, the Falcons. We would have anybody would have beat Matt Ryan.
But listen, man,
You know that.
I don't have nothing to do with that. Don't put me
Hold
in
on,
that.
hold on. Let me say something. Nick Foles beat Matt Ryan and Case Keenum to get to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Anybody could have did that year.
Oh.
Now what he did in the Super Bowl against Tom Brady, salute. But he beat Matt Ryan and Case Keenum. Case Keenum is a career backup. Am I right or wrong?
Have Carson Wentz had another season like that, MVP season since?
No.
So shut it up, Bo.
Who has had back-to-back MVP seasons like that?
First of all, he didn't win. See,
He was going to win before his
this is why
injury.
he's getting traded.
He was the favorite to win.
Yeah, y'all paid him for that stupid.
His numbers were still.
Y'all realize
his
y'all
numbers
look
were
stupid.
still better even with the injury. He still had better numbers than Tom Brady.
Now
that
you
season.
realize y'all look stupid. They were stupid for paying him, and now
And LA was stupid for paying Golf also.
he took-
They paid him too early.
Jared Goff took them to the Super Bowl.
oh man.
Am I right or
He
wrong?
did something
He
Carson
took them to the
actually
Super Bowl.
didn't, so you're right.
He took them
I
to the Super
agree.
Bowl.
He
He
did
just
what
lost.
Carson did, and then they both got paid. Weird, right?
He just lost.
Imagine the NFL. They just give away money.
No, they don't.
Unless you're a black
Todd
quarterback.
Gurley got paid too. Look at him since. We don't talk about him, do we?
No,
We
we're
should.
talking about quarterback. Why did you switch
We
to the running
should.
back? Why did you switch to the running back? We are talking about Carson loser wins.
Mr.
He's not a
Professional,
loser.
what's your thought,
Oh,
man, on this
shitting
Carson
me.
Wentz thing?
I don't give a fuck as long as he don't end up in Chicago.
Oh, he on the way.
Did you like him?
And
Do you like him?
y'all gonna give up the goods.
Do
to
you
get
like
it,
him
too.
over Mitch?
Listen,
Yes or no? Would you take him over Mitch?
Right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Right at the moment?
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
I would not
You just want to give up what you just want to give up what you're giving up for.
Hell no.
Okay, I
Absolutely
agree.
not.
I ain't mad at that.
I would go after Jameis Winston before I would go after him.
Huh?
Hell yeah.
Mr. 30-30?
4,000 yards, 40 touchdowns.
At least he
And
gonna
30
play.
interceptions.
At least he gonna play. Carson Wentz ass not even gonna be there.
That's
Oh, all right. We gonna hope and wish about how good he's supposed to
Carson
be
Wentz- he didn't get-
repeatedly.
he didn't get injured this year.
He
I
couldn't
was
play in Philly. You think he's gonna do
praying.
good in Chicago?
Bro,
Shit.
if you, this is my problem. This is my problem with Chicago. And I mean, everybody know I'm from the town.
Shout out to
I'm-
Buck Flair, man.
I
Congratulations.
think they need to
Shut
get
up,
Carson
Buck
Wentz
Flair.
as close
I'm
to
not-
North Dakota as possible. Get him
this
close
is
to
my
North Dakota.
problem with Chicago. And everybody know I'm from Buffalo. I always rep the town, but I grew up loving Chicago as a fan. So that's my team. Here's the thing. My issue with Chicago is you have no problem paying the Wahoo to go get Mitch, right? But then when the Houston guys ask you for something dumb, you want to be reserved. But the guy that's in Houston is a certified superstar.
He is, but Houston asking too much, bro.
They're asking
asking
too much
too much.
because of what happened with Matt Stafford.
So if you got a
I
top five,
wish we was talking about that tonight, but I don't even want to get at the time of day because I feel like that was a.
if you got a top 5 quarterback in his
Hey,
mid
can
20s,
put
you wouldn't be
Hollywood
asking for
comment
too much.
about Carson Wentz up?
yeah.
Like most people consider Deshaun Watson like the second best quarterback behind Pat Mahomes.
He better than Pat.
Oh my God!
I don't think
Stop
he
it!
better than
Stop it! Like, come on now! Don't do that.
Yo, Pat
Stop
a
doing
beast,
that.
yo. He had a
yeah,
bad
don't
game.
do that.
yo.
He had one bad game. Now
Pat
he
a
better than
beast.
Pat. Deshaun ain't even barely won a playoff game.
I always felt like that.
Nah, he not better.
Wentz
than
got hurt, changed his path. He been hurt since, so nobody gives a damn.
He haven't
about
been hurt
that
the last
changed
2
path.
years.
He was a loser when he got there. Okay,
He haven't been hurt the last
He
2
was
years.
hurt in college and a loser when he got there. He was hurt in the NFL and a loser when he got there. Maybe the next place will be better for him. But y'all gonna stop overcooking my grits with this how much or how good he is because he has not displayed such. Hence why he's being traded possibly for his backup that won the Super Bowl in his team and has a
He's
statue.
getting traded for the pick. They just
Goodbye.
adding the backup in the
whatever.
He's getting traded for the
Goodbye.
pick. Whenever you get there,
Goodbye.
they just adding the backup
I'm
in the package.
coming home. I'm coming.
He ain't gonna even
home.
play. He gonna Nick Foles gonna come back to be the
I'm
backup.
coming
He's still gonna be a backup.
home.
Shit.
Oh man, you got anything else on this one on D?
I just wish, and I'm gonna pose this. I'm gonna pose this to the panel.
Pose what?
Like, if Carson Wentz does have to go somewhere, where is he a good fit? Because I don't think he's a horrible quarterback.
His best option would be the Colts.
His best option would be the San Francisco 49ers.
Thank you.
But
Hold on,
San Francisco
explain.
already paid Garoppolo.
Explain that. Oh, he going to.
Garoppolo?
Garoppolo is
He's going to.
His name sounds like a joke.
Hey, let's be
paid
real.
him.
It's only like 5 or 6 legit
Shabba-do.
quarterbacks in the league. The rest of them
Name
are
'em.
up and down. They're never consistent.
Hey, Irv.
Name 'em.
Let's be real.
Irv, they paid Garoppolo just like Wentz got paid. Swap him. Let's see if
5 quarterback that's consistent.
5 quarterbacks.
I'm not going to even count Drew Brees because he's retired now.
Okay.
I can't
You got Pat Mahomes.
Okay.
You got Tom Brady.
Okay.
You got Russell Wilson.
Okay.
You got Deshaun Watson.
Okay.
I can't give you a feel.
Hey,
I'm missing some. Tell me who I'm missing.
hey, New
You're
York.
tripping.
Y'all could go
Aaron
get
Rodgers. I'm
Russell,
sorry, Aaron
please.
Rodgers. That's it. That's it. Them the only 5 that's consistent.
So you ain't gonna say Josh and Lamar.
This is Josh Allen's best year. He got to do it more. This is best year as a pro.
So Lamar get an MVP. He don't get on the
Lamar
list.
still has a weakness to his game.
a serious weakness too.
Everybody got a weakness to that.
No, not like him.
Not like him.
Not like him.
Man, y'all tripping.
You're a quarterback that can't throw.
I won't say he can't
No,
throw.
I can't
say- he
I won't
can
say
run
he
it.
can't throw.
He's not
He's
accurate.
just not accurate. Yeah.
Listen,
He's not
Lamar
accurate.
was
Carson
running
Wentz
for
can
his
throw the
life
ball, but
He's
whatever.
less accurate than
throughout
Cam
the
Newton.
whole year. No,
At
he's
this
not.
stage in his
no,
career.
That's
he's
tough.
not. No,
Hey,
he's
Zach
not.
Ertz.
Woo,
You
see,
disrespect
but you
that?
might be. That's
No,
facts.
he's not.
Yes, the hell he is, man.
You saw what Pat Mahomes looked like running for his life.
He still
Lamar
was
running.
Hold on.
No,
Pat was
he
still active,
wasn't.
running for his life.
No,
Falling
he
to the
wasn't.
ground and still putting the ball in people's hands. They just dropped.
He put Pat. Yo, seriously, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yes.
He put a 42-yard pass on a rope to Travis Kelce, who dropped it in the end zone. That goes back to Courtney's point. It ain't all on the referees. Even if you want to put some of the blame on the ref, it ain't all on the refs. Harmon dropped the touchdown. Tariq dropped the touchdown. No, Tariq dropped a red zone pass.
The
And then
Williams, the wonder back.
Travis dropped one on the 4.
The Williams dropped a
And
touchdown. He
Williams
dropped
dropped
it in his hands. In his
That's
fucking
28
hands.
points.
Yeah, that's a good.
And he was running for his
I
life.
can't argue with that.
So, I mean, it ain't all
There's
on him.
only like 5 consistent quarterbacks. That's it, man. Everybody else is up and down.
Hey,
You
Russ,
never
you
know
can come
what
on to New
they
York,
never.
baby.
They're not consistent.
Come
Now
on.
you want to say Lamar Jackson?
That's
Okay,
where
cool.
you
We getting there.
belong, be.
But he still have a weakness to his game.
I ain't worried about that.
Lamar Jackson is the Giannis to me of the NFL.
Wow.
Whoa.
Giannis Giannis
see
top
that.
5 and he
I
got a
can see
weakness.
that.
Lamar top 5, he got a weakness.
I could see them.
They both MVPs, but they both got weakness to their games.
I wouldn't say that. Giannis a little bit more, but I get the comparison.
what I'm saying,
got.
though?
No,
I
that was
got
that
you.
was a dope.
I
That was
could give you
dope.
that.
That was dope.
Give you that.
And
I
you know,
won't
funny,
argue
you
down.
brought up Giannis, you brought up NBA, so I guess we got to go over to our next NBA question. Mark Cuban, and actually, when this was set up for us to talk about it, it was one day, but now it's changed. Mark Cuban had went to quietly too. He didn't make a lot of fanfare about it, but Mark Cuban had decided not to play the national anthem in front of games. And Adam Silver has since changed that and say, no, sir, you will play the national anthem in front of the games per the NBA agreement. So, Mr. Professional, I'm going to start with you on this one right here. What are your thoughts on Mark Cuban doing this? Now, of course, he's going to play the national
You
anthem.
would start this conversation.
Yeah, because he's going to do whatever Adam Silver wants him to do. But I mean, he did this quiet too. This was like not a whole, hey, look at me, look at me. This was just real on the low. Hey, guys, we just not going to play it.
It's another instance of Mark Cuban speaking what I view, even though I feel like his heart is in the right place. I'll put it to you like that. This kind of came at a time where motives could be questioned. But I'm trying to follow the money and not necessarily the mark. Play on words. But I appreciate the sentiment. I want to see what happens going forward. But if there's anybody that's going to make this move for the right reasons in the NBA,
in terms of leadership wise, I expected it from him.
Interesting. Okay.
And so if provided that it's coming from the right place, man, kudos to you, Mark. And I'll leave it at that.
All right, cool. Mr. Young and Talented, what's your thoughts on it? I mean, he quietly did this. You know, it wasn't a whole lot of fanfare. Look at me, guys. I'm doing this. It was just like, all right, guys, we just going to do it like that.
Shout out Mark, man. I mean, could motives be questioned? Of course. He's a very smart man, but shout out to him. I never, here's my thing. I never not think his heart is in the right place. I think Mark, I wouldn't even say care. Mark is in business. I don't think of him as a bad person of people. You feel me? And I think he's noticed something through these months that we have been involved. I do think if you're a human and you genuinely watch, learn, and hear things can affect you. I've always heard about Mark, not so much like the PR side and the things with the women that came out recently, but as far as the players and dealing with the players, I've always heard like they got top-notch facilities. He makes sure they good. I've seen a lot of them work for the organization after. I've seen him take care of players that came into Dallas, like repeatedly. So I view him as a people person, him doing it on a larger scale. Does it help to kind of be part of the rebellious? That's what he come from. That's what he is. He is part of the
Tech.
the other side. He's part of the rebellion. So I think, he's part of the disruption. And I think he's disrupting in more ways than one than we can think of. And I think it's a dope thing when guys of his stature do play into the disruptor side of things. Even, he might take a hit, but he could take the hit for his team or the players or the people who feel like, let's do it this route. And as long as I get away with it, I'm going to do it too. So, I get it. Shout out to Mark on that. And I get, when you say motives, but I didn't. Cool. You got caught. They made you play it. You're going to play it. So, I mean, it ain't like a full-out disruption, but I get you.
Got you.
You shook the table a little bit.
Bo 2.0, talk to me. What you think about it?
I never badmouth Mark. I think he's one of the best owners in the NBA. He's probably the most popular owner in the NBA. He's the players' owner. A lot of players. Never heard nobody talk bad about him.
I think the Nets owner more popular.
The Nets owner?
Yeah.
I don't even know who the Nets owner is. So
I heard him talk bad about him on Shark Tank, but that's about it.
But I mean, I get where he was going with that, and I don't want to say he folded when they did that, but at the end of the day,
Nah, he ain't folded.
I mean, I knew
Adam
they was.
Silver spoke.
Yeah, he spoke and said he's gonna play it. Cool. I mean, it is what it is. I understand where Mark coming from. Like I said, I never badmouth him. He's helping out. He do a lot for his like Courtney said, his players, his former players. Look at Delonte West, what he's doing for him. Salute to Mark, man. I never badmouth Mark, and keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, and I guess I agree with you guys, but I don't know. Was he trying to avoid instead of handling it head on?
Hold on. I also do want to address though. I won't badmouth him, but I will address it like I would address anybody else. So I don't want to go soft on him. But it is a hell of a PR move, and he has to clean up the image of the Dallas Mavericks after the manuscript. And he's played it well and according. And having been a advocate of rewatching Billions, Mark, I see you, baby. I see the spin.
Who's the next
You are doing amazing. You know what I mean?
All right, cool.
I got you. I'll send it to you.
All right, so we finished with that one. Done. One thing that I noticed when I was watching the Super Bowl, I saw Russell up there in the box, and Russell was talking to the man Goodell. So, what you think he was talking about, man? After that Super Bowl, a lot of stuff came out about Russell and just talking about him being unhappy. He's tired of getting hit. You think Russell's going to force a trade?
Nah, I don't think Russ. I don't think Russ one of those guys. On the way he'll force the trade. That's his wife said, "All right, it's time for you to get up out of here."
Oh, why you do Russell like that,
I'm
man?
honest, but I don't think he'll force the trade. I think Russ is Seattle. I mean, since the Legion of Boom left, he's been Seattle. It's nowhere around it. We talking about Pat Mahomes running for his life. Russ be running for his life every game for the last 5 years. I mean, but he's still been producing. But I don't think he'll ask for no trade.
Bo did slick diss him, right?
He definitely did.
I didn't diss Russ, man. Everybody knows Sierra make the call.
His wife.
His wife.
He called him the Colin Kaepernick that's still playing.
No, I did not say that.
His wife
That did not come out of my mouth. That did not come out my mouth. I can't see.
You see Courtney almost laugh.
I can't see Russ playing for nobody but the Seahawks. I can't. It's like me seeing Aaron Rodgers play for somebody else.
Tom Brady just played for the Buccaneers and
Russell
won the
Wilson,
Super Bowl.
you are more than welcome.
But they didn't want him no more.
You are more than welcome to come to the New York Giants. We know what's up. I say get it done, man. Go ahead. Get it done. I like Daniel Jones, but you out of here, bro. Go ahead over there with Pete. I'm keeping it real, y'all. All right, man. Look,
So with
I ain't gonna say
Russell
too much,
Wilson
but Russ,
speaking,
you
do
can
you
come
think
on
he's
to
going
New
to get
York,
what
man.
he needs? I mean, it is Russell Wilson.
Seattle will give you Daniel Jones, and you can have the number 11 pick, and you just give us Russ, man. That's all.
You're not getting Russ for one round pick.
Wow.
You just saw with
Matt Stafford.
Matt
They get
Stafford
two
went
first
for
round and a quarterback for him.
This ain't got nothing to see. Why y'all worry about another man pocketing with another man? This ain't got nothing to do with that. They want to get rid of Russ. Russ want to get rid of them.
No, they don't want to get rid of Russ.
Yes, they do.
He just went out of there.
Look,
he might went out of there.
I sent the clip to the group chat a year and some change ago, and I believe it when Colin Cowherd said it was whispers that he wants out and he'd prefer a big market. So would his wife. And there is no bigger market he can get to than New York.
L.A.
Nobody. You're already on the West, man.
He come to Philly. We a big market.
Man.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
He could come to Philly. He a big market.
Russ, Playboy. You just did a GQ video shoot with your wife. Do you want to fucking go to Philly? No. No. More of those things happen in New York. You feel me? As long as you don't go to the little brother team, it's all love. But if you dare go to the Jets, I won't even like you. You feel me?
I doubt that he would ever force a trade to the Jets.
Hey, whatever happens. But Russ, you could come on to New York, baby. You
Mr.
could get
Professional, what's your thoughts on this, man? Do you feel
That's
like
how I care about it.
I thought it was pretty interesting to see him up there with the big dog Goodell talking.
Trade him to Atlanta. They'll never talk about that future shit again.
What's your thought? Bo on fire tonight, man. What's your thoughts?
If you, who did your Gotti have beef with? That shot up, put
Dolph?
Yeah, Russell Wilson's car would look like Dolph's car if he traded him to Atlanta.
They won't touch him.
Y'all stupid.
Hey, if he get the faculty, if he win the faculty Super Bowl, he is untouchable. You understand me? They would respect Russ over Future here. You understand me?
I love Russell Wilson. I love Russell with pause.
Russell Wilson in Atlanta would be dope.
It would be.
That would be dope.
Oh,
if you think that Bruno Mars looking Michael Jackson curl wearing at times,
all you gotta do is win the Super Bowl. All you gotta do is win it.
Hey, real quick, special shout out to my cousin Kevin Bowles who just tuned in. What's up, cuz?
Shout out to you.
Boy.
Shout out to you, man.
All right, man. Go ahead.
I don't think he will force a trade. I do, however.
I say you force it.
I do, however, think that
This is
You
Pete
think
Carroll.
he's too much of a class act, or you think it's something he would do behind closed doors?
Nice guys finish last, Russell.
That's where
Because he has a classy persona.
Hey, look, man, it's time to go.
that's where I am with it.
It's time for a divorce of you and Pete, man. I have outlived it. It's time to go.
What? You going off on your boy Pete?
Huh? This is Pete's fault. Pete been out there bullshit. Who the best receiver Russell Wilson had in the last 5 years?
DK Metcalf and Josh Gordon.
He has been hit more than any quarterback out there. Facts. Y'all can say it was the running game. It was this. Name the running backs after Marshawn Lynch.
Can't. There ain't been no decent one.
They've been solid.
Chris Carson.
They've been solid. Name his best tight end.
He had Jimmy Graham.
Greg Olsen.
Jimmy Graham.
Greg Olsen.
Both after their times where they were special.
Greg Olsen was better than Jimmy Graham.
Don't do that.
See what I'm saying? Look how they cracking jokes on the tight end. Like, all jokes aside, who the skill players since that group of champion ones left?
It's
funny. I'm with you.
Okay.
Who's the skilled wide receivers?
This past season was the best weapons Russ ever had in his career on the offensive side of the ball.
Yes, I'm making excuses for Russell,
On
and
the
I don't give a
offensive side of the
damn.
ball.
Why? Because you deserve better, Russ. Come on down.
Russ won an MVP. He
Feel me?
feel like he can't get an MVP if he can't have nobody block for him.
Hey, big dog, you come to New York, you going to get an MVP. You hear me?
He ain't going nowhere though. He's not going nowhere.
And there you have it, Mr. Young and Talented campaigning for Russell Wilson to come to the New York City Giants.
Why would you want to be on the West Coast? What are you going to do? Go. Let Deshaun go to the 49ers.
I'm still tripping
Deshaun
that Bo put that
Atlanta
on
be
his
dope.
wife though. Like, how you do that, man? How you do that, man? Like
I
that?
said, I don't think he'll ask for a trade. I don't. Russell Wilson, I don't think he's one of those that like, hey, trade me. I don't think he's like
Why
that.
not? You a fool.
I
You
just
a
don't
damn
think he
fool.
like that.
Yeah, I know.
I just don't.
Yeah, don't let the nice shit fool you.
I think Russell Wilson is a nice guy. I don't
Oh,
think he was gonna ask for a
all
trade.
right.
I just don't think he's
Oh,
gonna.
all right.
Now his wife might say, "Okay, it's time to go, Russ. Let's get up out of here."
Wow.
I'm gonna
So
stop
he a nice
doing
guy
Russell
until
like
the
that.
wife. See how you doing that, man?
Happy wife, happy life. That's what they say, right?
Man. I'm not married, so I don't subscribe to those feelings right
There's
now.
only two people on
Bo
this panel
is
right
one
now.
of
Me.
the shadiest people that I know
Dirt.
in life.
Thrower. Dirt. He a do dirty. Bo a do dirty. That's
He
a
do
do
your
dirty.
dog dirty.
That's crazy. So now I guess we coming up to
Who that?
it was a sad time in the NFL this week, and we gotta send a shout out to Marty Schottenheimer, one of the great coaches, probably immortalized in that Eminem line. What'd he say? Something naughty, rotten rhymer, cursing out you players worse than Marty Schottenheimer. So
Facts.
yeah, rest in peace to Marty. He even had a style of football named after him, Marty Ball, where it's like he get the lead and he just going to run it down your throat. Now, of course, he was 14-2 in San Diego, got fired. We really haven't seen him since, but he had a long, good career. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Actually, it's a couple cats.
How
Him
is he
and
not
Art
in the Hall of
Modell.
Fame?
I don't know, man. These writers are so emotional.
That's crazy.
But-
I just learned that this week. I thought he
Yeah,
was.
Marty needs to be
Shout
in the
out
Hall
to
of
Marty.
Fame.
Rest in
Like,
peace.
let that happen. Anybody else want to talk about Marty, man? Anybody got a Marty moment?
I don't really.
I personally, I like to talk about Marty, man. I personally hated Marty Schottenheimer.
Wow.
Cause man, he was a monster in Kansas City.
Oh, I ain't say wow. I said wow.
Oh yeah. No, it was.
Shout out to Priest Holmes.
It wasn't a. And let me be clear, it wasn't a.
respectful
It wasn't a disrespectful hate. It was a respectful hate. That dude was a monster in Kansas City. Whenever Buffalo had to go play, and when you had to go play at Arrowhead anyway, it was loud as hell. It was one of the few places that I remember like shaking the turf like Buffalo used to way back in the day, and maybe even more. So, and then like having to go see Christian Okoye and Barry Word and J.J. Burden and Steve DeBerg and Derek
Steve
Steve
DeBerg.
DeBerg and Derek Brooks and those guys when
Christian
Marty,
Okoye.
when Marty was coaching the Nigerian Nightmare, man, it was just not a good time, man. You knew they were gonna run the ball, you knew they was gonna run it down your throat.
Did they beat your team a lot?
A lot
Gotcha.
until the 90s.
It sound like it.
Oh yeah, then
And
that's when I hated the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, but-
that
but-
Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly. I hated them dudes.
But it wasn't us that shut them down. It was Steve Atwater. Shout out to Steve Atwater.
But why you hated him?
Back in those days, Baltimore didn't have a team. So the two teams that I rooted for back then was the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Oilers. And we couldn't beat them.
Don't worry about it. They couldn't win. So
We couldn't beat Buffalo. Doing that run, it was just, never mind.
not
Hated
a
Thurman
they-
Thomas.
I mean, I just didn't like that dude. But and then I didn't necessarily like how he did Drew Brees in San Diego.
Drew was hurt. Nobody knew Drew was going to do what he did.
I
felt
remember
like-
why I wasn't such a.
Remember he ran off the field like this.
I remember I wasn't such a Marty fan.
Yeah, I feel like
is
he
the guy over
he
there
could
with
have.
Drew. He was the guy that thought Phillip Rivers was better.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
I knew I could identify him.
Yeah.
Nah, let me stop.
It was that. I didn't particularly care for that, and then I felt like he rode LaDainian Tomlinson into the ground for no real results. Now I will say that the San Diego Chargers front office was largely in part to that. They have been a trash front office for decades upon decades. So,
Absolutely.
Well, he was too
that
good
owner-
to believe in Phillip Rivers over Drew Brees.
and that's fair, but I feel like the San Diego Chargers front office is almost as bad as the Houston Texans, if we being honest. But
Okay, wow.
it is what it is. At least at least they go to the. Well, never mind. I'll leave that where it is. Shout out to Steve McNair. But yeah, man, rest in heaven, Marty Schottenheimer, man. You was great, bro.
Yeah, rest in peace to him.
Yeah, no doubt. He needs to be in the Hall of Fame. So now we coming to that point, man. We about to do our final perspectives. Bo, you was on fire today, so I'm going to let you go last, man. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Mr. Young and Talented, man, talk to me, man. What's your final perspective?
Basketball is finally the only thing that's important in sports outside of Serena. And that's a great thing. NBA is in a good place. I think I'm calling this one early, too. I truly think this is going to be one of them fun playoffs, kind of like the bubble was. I think this is going to go down to the wire. This playoff going to be really, really fun. I think people are going to catch their groove and kind of get a rhythm at the right time, like when the playoff hit. So I think we're in for a really good NBA second half and playoff season, y'all. I think we got to tune in, and I'm interested to see how the trade deadline goes. So.
Okay, nice. Mr. Professional, man, talk to me. What's your final perspective?
In the honor of Marty Schottenheimer, and I thank you for pointing that out, Buck Flair. Alzheimer's is real, man. I've had to deal with it on 3 different occasions. The most recent one dealing with it with the passing of my wife's grandmother, and it's just not something that is easy to watch transpire. So I personally will be contributing to a charitable contribution to Alzheimer's in some way, shape, or form over this year, and I would encourage everybody else to, if Alzheimer's, if that's not your passion, just find something to give back to, or a cause to give to, whether it's in your community, whether it's to youngins, whether it's to breast cancer. Just find somewhere to give back to, because COVID is really enforce a huge sense of appreciation to what I have and visualizing what other people don't have and what they go through. So that's where I am. Peace.
Okay, and I really don't have too much for my final perspective today. I just, I don't know, just grateful for the team, grateful for everybody that tunes in. We got some people that tune in every week, and we really appreciate that. We really trying to push the needle, and we trying to do our thing, and we just appreciate you guys. Rise Up family, you guys have the comments going crazy, so we definitely appreciate that. Hollywood, Angelique, everybody that just tunes in and shows us some love. We really, really appreciate that. So, and I appreciate you guys too. I love being around these talented gentlemen every week, and just continue doing our thing. So, Bo 2.0, take us home, man. Don Juan DeMarco.
Basically, what Courtney said, like the NBA trade deadline, I'm excited about that. It's basketball. That's all we watching now. And my boy Steph is going off. They need to move my boy up in the MVP race. I don't know what they looking at, but without him, man, I don't know what the words would be right now. Hey, get my boy some help, man. He needs some help. I think if he can get some help, he can be right up. I mean, he won't be the Lakers, but I feel like he can be right there at number 2 with the Clippers. I really do.
You know how you can help, Steph?
What?
Bench Kelly Oubre.
No, Rich, I really feel like they should use Kelly Oubre as the Andre Iguodala role.
Bench, yes.
Yeah, the Iguodala role. I agree. I want to email
Stop
Steve Kerr.
fucking shooting those threes, you bum.
But that's all I got to talk about. Everybody be safe. Stay prayed up. It's still crazy world out here.
Yo, Kelly, do not shoot those threes, man. Do not give Courtney the comedy he's looking for, please.
I haven't laughed at you.
He had 40 last week, though.
He did.
All right,
Yeah,
everybody.
he did.
So, last but not least, fuck Chad Wheeler and peace and blessings.
Peace.
Shout out to HBCU Esports.
Fuck Chad.
Fuck Chad.